Jos is a city in the middle belt of Nigeria. The city has a population of about 900,000 residents based on the 2006 census. Popularly called J-Town, it is the administrative capital of Plateau State. The city is located on the Jos Plateau at an elevation of about 1,238 meters or 4,062 feet high above sea level. During British colonial rule, Jos was an important center for tin mining. In recent years it has suffered violent religious clashes between its Muslim and Christian populations in 2001, 2008, 2010, and 2011. History: the earliest known Nigerians were the Nok people, skilled artisans from around the Jos area who mysteriously vanished in the late first millennium. According to the historian Senator Luka Gwamzanjabate, the area known as Jos today was inhabited by indigenous tribes who were mostly farmers. According to Billy J. Dudley, the British colonialists used direct rule for the indigenous tribes on the Jos Plateau since they were not under the Fulani Emirates where indirect rule was used. According to the historian Samuel N. Nwabara, the Fulani Empire controlled most of northern Nigeria, except the Plateau Province and the Beri-Magui-Vul, Ngas, Tiv, Jukun and Idoma tribes. It was the discovery of tin by the British that led to the influx of other tribes such as the Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba and Yoruba, thus making Jos a cosmopolitan city. According to the white paper of the Commission of Inquiry into the 1994 crisis, Ames, a British colonial administrator, said that the original name for Jos was Gwash, which was a village situated at the current site of the city. According to Ames, the Hausa wrongly pronounced Gwash as Jos and it stuck. Another version was that Jos came from the word Jasat meaning body. To distinguish it from the hilltops, it was called Jas, which was mispronounced by the British as Jos. It grew rapidly after the British discovered vast tin deposits in the vicinity. Both tin and calumet were extensively mined in the area up until the 1960s. They were transported by railway to both Port Harcourt and Lagos on the coast, then exported from those ports. Jos is still often referred to as Tin City. In 1967 it was made capital of Benue Plateau State, becoming the capital of the new Plateau State in 1975. Jos has become an important national administrative, commercial, and tourist center. Tin mining has led to the influx of migrants, mostly Igbos, Yorubas and Europeans, who constitute more than half of the population of Jos. This melting pot of race, ethnicity and religion makes Jos one of the most cosmopolitan cities in Nigeria. For this reason, Plateau State is known in Nigeria as the home of peace and tourism. Despite this, in 2001, the city witnessed violent riots between the divided Muslim and Christian populations, in which several thousand people died. In 2004, the former governor of Plateau State, Joshua Dare, was suspended for 6 months for failing to control the violence. In November 2008, clashes between Christians and Muslims killed almost 400 and wounded many. In spite of the communal clashes, visitors are surprised at the amount of activities still going on in the city. There is still an influx of people into the city and the cost of accommodation and land is still going up daily. This shows that the city is still one of the most desirable cities in Nigeria, despite the communal clashes. In January 2011 there were almost daily clashes between Christian and Muslim mobs in villages around Jos since a series of bombs had been detonated during Christmas Eve celebrations a month earlier, killing scores of people. In May 2014, a twin bomb attack in Jos killed 118 people. Administrative divisions: the city is divided into 3 local government areas of Jos North, Jos South and Jos East. The city proper lies between Jos North and Jos South. Jos East houses the prestigious National Center for Remote Sensing. Jos North is the state capital in the area where most commercial activities of the state takes place, although due to the recent communal clashes a lot of commercial activities are shifting to Jos South. The governor's office is located in an area in Jos North called Jizan Beram language, Jizan Afizia, Jarawa, language or Tundunwada in Hausa language. Jos South is the seat of the deputy governor that is the old government house in Rayfield and the industrial center of Plateau State due to the presence of industries like the NASCO Group, Standard Biscuits, Grand Cereals and oil mills. Zuma Steel West Africa, Aluminium Roofing Industries, Jos International Breweries among others. Jos South also houses prestigious institutions like the National Institute of Policy and Strategic Studies, the highest academic awarding institution in Nigeria, the National Veterinary Research Institute, the Police Staff College, the NTA Television College and the Nigerian Film Corporation. Jos North is the location of the University of Jos and its teaching hospital. The city has formed an agglomeration with the town of Bikuru to form the Jos-Bikuru Metropolis, JBM. Geography and climate: situated almost at the geographical center of Nigeria and about 179 kilometers from Abuja, the nation's capital, Jos is linked by road, rail and air to the rest of the country. At an altitude of 1,217 am above sea level, Jos enjoys a more temperate climate than much of the rest of Nigeria. Average monthly temperatures range from 21–25 degrees Celsius, and from mid-November to late January, nighttime temperatures drop as low as 11 degrees Celsius, resulting in chilly nights. Hail sometimes falls during the rainy season, owing to the cool high-altitude weather. These cooler temperatures have meant that, from colonial times until the present day, Jos is a favorite holiday location for both tourists and expatriates based in Nigeria. Jos receives about 1,400 millimeters of rainfall annually, the precipitation arising from both convectional and orographic sources, owing to the location of the city on the Jos Plateau. According to the CAR paragraph PPEN climate classification system, Jos has a tropical savanna climate, abbreviated OR. Features: visitors to the city will notice the massive road projects embarked on by the state government. The city boundaries have extended into the town of Bikuru to form the Jos Bikuru Metropolis, JBM. The city is home to the University of Joseph, St. Luke's Cathedral, an airport and a railway station. Jos is served by several teaching hospitals including ECWA Evangel Hospital and Joseph University Teaching Hospital, a federal government-funded referral hospital. The Nigerian College of Accountancy, with over 3,000 students in 2011, is based in the Dog and Duts area of Joseph. The National Museum in Jos was founded in 1952 by Bernard Fagg, and was recognized as one of the best in the country. It has unfortunately been left to fall to ruin, as is the case with most of the cultural establishments in Nigeria. The Pottery Hall is a museum that has an exceptional collection of finely crafted pottery from all over Nigeria and boasts some fine specimens of knock terracotta heads and artifacts dating from 500 BC to AD 200. It also incorporates the Museum of Traditional Nigerian Architecture with life-size replicas of a variety of buildings, from the walls of Kano and the mosque at Zaria to Ati village. Articles of interest from colonial times relating to the railway and tin mining can also be found on display. A school for museum technicians is attached to the museum, established with the help of UNESCO. The Jos Museum is also located beside the zoo. Jos has 2 golf courses, Rayfield and Plateau, plus a polo club, a stadium and other sports entertainment offerings. Hillcrest School, an international missionary school, is also located in Jos. The school has been running for more than 50 years and contains a large international student population. Covering roughly 3 square miles of savanna bush, the Jos Wildlife Park is a popular local attraction and includes animals such as lions, pythons and pygmy hippopotami. Other local enterprises include food processing, beer brewing, and the manufacture of cosmetics, soap, rope, jute bags, and furniture. Heavy industry produces cement and asbestos cement, crushed stone, rolled steel, and tire retreads. Jos also is a center for the construction industry and has several printing and publishing firms. The Jos Bikuru Dam and reservoir on the Shen River provide water for the city's industries. The Jos Airport, situated at Haipang, has one of the most modern buildings in the country with a long enough runway for the jet airlines. The airport is served at the moment by a private airline Arik Aero Euro, which operates 1 flight daily between Lagos and Jos. Jos is a great base for exploring the beauty of Plateau State. The sheer hills, seen to the east of Jos, offer a prime view of the city below. Assop Falls is a small waterfall which makes a pleasant picnic spot on a drive from Jos to Abuja. Ryom Rock is a dramatic and photogenic pile of rocks balanced precariously on top of one another, with one resembling a clown's hat, observable from the main Jos-Okwanga Road. Notable Nigerians associated with Jos. Jos is not only one of the most popular cities in Nigeria but also served as the springboard for the following Nigerians. Sagana Igbami. Nigerian footballer had his childhood years in Jos. Ahmed Musa. Nigerian footballer was born in Jos. Bez. Nigerian alternative soul singer was born and raised in Joseph. John Obi Michael. International footballer had his childhood years in Jos. Erdini Ionese. International footballer was born in Jos. Ice Prince. Nigerian musical artist known for his hit single Alek, who grew up in Jos. Deo Okinai. Actor most known for playing Thresh in the Hunger Games, was born in Jos. Sani Mozu. Actor most known for playing Babam Nazira in Riddles and Hopes and Solomon in Shugo Naja was born in Jos. Tony Banjo, a cinematographer, was also raised in Jos. M.I. Nigerian rapper born and raised in Jos. See also. Railway stations in Nigeria, 2010 Jos riots, 2014 Jos bombings, references. External links: Jos at Plateau State website, hiking around the hills of Jos.